An intermediate type move that we'll be working on today for Bo is the wraparound strike. It is weird, really weird to get used to. Well, kind of weird to get used to at first on your right hand side if that's your dominant side, but definitely a lot more weird to get used to when you try doing it on your left hand side. So it's a good one to practice, but I want to make sure we got the basics and the foundational moves, the basic techniques kind of covered first before we ramp up to this. This move you'll see for the first time in the fire form, bow fire, and it's good for that level form. It's good to try to start up in your technique and all. It's just, like I said, weird to get used to. So by the time you've been through the earth and wind form, or sorry, you'll see it for the first time in wind. By the time you've been through earth and fire forms, you're ready for it, I believe. So the easiest way, in my opinion, to start practicing this and to do it so you're ready for it when the form happens is to do it as it kind of occurs in the form. In the form, it occurs after you've hit in a reverse strike. So if my right hand's in charge, my right foot lands in front in a front stance, and I'm reverse striking. If you're comfortable with this move here, then think about what you would do to unwind from that, right? If you were going to do another side strike from the other way, where you're going to unwind that reverse strike, come the other side, that's how you start a wraparound strike, but you don't stop the unwind. You keep it going until your arms are crisscrossed the other way. So my right hand led the charge here and was out in front when I did the reverse strike. Then it comes up, I'll unwind my hands, bring them up above my head, and continue circling the staff in that same direction until my right hand that was in front is now in my left armpit. That's kind of weird. From there, and I'll do it without moving my feet. So just imagine you're doing a reverse strike here with no feet, no stances to worry about. Unwind, come down when your right hand's in your left armpit. From there, you'll let go with your left hand, the one that's on top, and you'll backhand like you're going to do a back fist or backhand slap. You'll backhand out with the right hand out in front of you. Keeping in mind where the tip of your staff is. In the form, this will be angled at the temple of my opponent, so head level. The other hand, instead of chambering back here at my belt, will come up like I'm doing a high block with a knife hand to protect my head, right? So if you're watching it from the front here, I'm in a front stance. You want to get back into the stance part of this here too. I'm in a front stance. I unwind and go past that point, and then I'll shift my front foot back here until I'm landed in a back stance. At the same moment I landed is when I want to throw this. So think about how my feet are moving and how my hips would help with that. If I want to throw a backhand move, then I got to get my hips past this point and pull that strike across my body like I would a knife hand strike or some kind of inner or outer forearm block, something like that. I'm pulling it from back here across me. So that's what my hips are doing. They're coming from this front stance where they're squared with my opponent. They're coming back past that point where I want to be in a back stance so that they can pull my right hand out in front of me to do that backhand right there. This brings the kind of highest part of the bow behind your back. Really, the bow is nestled in the crook of my elbow right there is where it's at. Boom. Okay? Straight along my forearm is where it's laying. Tip of it I want about my eye level because that's where the temple would be of my opponent. Then my left hand coming up to protect me from above. That's how you think about it. So on a target here, like if I had a ball, I started trying to do this. Maybe he blocked it or hollowed out it or something like that. And then I want to try a trickier move, right? I want to try a trickier move and I want to switch my targets up. So my first reverse strike is rib level, belly level, side level for him. I'll unwind, bring it past that point, so it almost looks like I'm retreating or getting ready to spin. And then pow, all of a sudden I land, and there I am with it. It just happens to be right at his temple before he can blink, hopefully. So that's the goal of this wraparound strike. Practicing on your left side, really weird. So get used to the right side first. And the left side is the exact same thing. You already know how to do a reverse strike with your left hand in front. You're just going to go up, continue that wind, that unwind, until your left hand ends up in your right armpit. Let go with that top hand. Go out with the left like you're going to do a back fist or backhand slap. Right hand comes above you. Then just make your stance work according to that. While you're doing that, some things to remember. I'm at the reverse strike, okay? My hands went up above my head, but as I finished that reverse strike, I kept my shoulders relaxed and I let the staff come back down low because my strike was low-ish, right? Mid-level. Wasn't up here, so I didn't want to keep my hands up here high. My strike is rib level, so I let my shoulders relax and my arms come back down. For the wraparound strike, think the same thing. So you're unwinding, you bring your hands up, but as you finish that unwind and you come to this point, now I'm back down, shoulders relaxed, my arms are here crossing my body, boom, before they go out to that wraparound strike. That's one thing to keep in mind. Another thing, if you want to challenge yourself, once you get comfortable with that, then try this. Unwind from it and try to double up on your wraparound strike. So do one, maybe make the first one rib level, then recross, two, headland. 1, 2. Don't just stand in that same position and move your arms. That's easy enough, but for a black belt level student, then I should try to work on getting my hips into both of those and making it powerful. Boom, boom, right? This is best done if you got a ball or a bag or something at home. I don't really suggest it with the hard staff. I really suggest practicing with the foam one. That's what I prefer to practice with, but for today's purposes, I just thought I'd use this one. So that's the wraparound strike. Hey there, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you'd like more information for more videos that we produce, please check out ninjafit.com, and there's ways for you on that page to follow us, friend us, subscribe to us. We got Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube tabs on there, all for you to find more information about NinjaFit, our program a little bit, and more videos off our YouTube page and Facebook pages that we'll post on instructional things, how to. Some of it's going to be for how to for instructors, for our leadership students, and some of it's going to be how to basic things for some of our future students. So please check us out and enjoy.